Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Lateef. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, switch on your notifications, and follow you on our journey. Look, I don't really need to tell you people, but if you like the video, press like in it, like support a brother. But look, today I'm talking about one of my favorite products today, and that's Azelaic Acid. I feel like Azelaic Acid should be in everyone's routine if there's a need. It's such an amazing product. And you know what? It's extremely well tolerated. So essentially, a lot of skin types, unless advised, can actually use this product. It also covers a wide range of skin concerns. So when I think about it at a very high level, it's good for reducing, preventing breakouts. It's good for brightening the skin. It's good for fading discoloration, evening the complexion. It also, depending on formulation, has a lot of antioxidant, which is great, right? For kind of protecting your skin. I think when it was first introduced to the market, it was primarily targeted for acne, for individuals with acne and rosacea. And as you can imagine from some of the things that it says it targets, like even complexion, preventing breakouts, again, perfect. But one thing that I really want to hone in on is that it's also extremely good for hyperpigmentation. Both melasma and a hyper-inflammatory pigmentation as well. So, it's actually a tyrosinase inhibitor, which means that it actually affects the melanin production. And the way how this product actually does it is that it manages or disrupts, however you want to look at it, the production of melanocytes, essentially melanocytes, and these are the cells that essentially produce melanin. So again, acne, rosacea, hyperpigmentation, and again, just that kind of high level benefits which I listed out before. So it's a great, really, really great product. As I said before, and I'm going to just pivot back to the acne and rosacea, it also has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, which means that to a certain extent, it can actually help that inflamed skin. So additionally, I think, as a general product, while there isn't a lot of it on the market, it's often quite cheap. So one thing that often comes up when you think about this product is how does it compare to, AHAs and BHAs? So your alpha hydroxy acids and your beta hydroxy acids. Now, the one thing for me which really stands out is the fact that it's far more gentler and it could be used at a higher frequency. So some people use it as much as every day. However, I will say that despite that, it's just not as effective as both products, especially when you're looking at, OTC, over the counter. But again, it's still a product that I wouldn't write off and I would include in your routine. So when you think about how do you use it, again, as I've kind of alluded to, it could be used at a higher frequency than I guess your BHAs and AHAs. Some people go as far to using it every single day, AM and PM, depending on the formulation. I personally use it every other day, AM and PM, and I don't necessarily see a need to use it every single day. I also will add that if you have sensitive skin, you may want to consider using it every other day, or, depending on what your esthetician or dermatologist says, very specific to your skin, um, you know, follow that essential routine. One thing that I will say about the product is that you do not want to use it with any other products that could essentially, increase burning, dryness, or irritation. So you do not want to use it in, collaboration with your AHAs or your BHAs. You really want to kind of just swap them around, right? So similar to what you would do with kind of retinol and AHAs, you want to kind of do the same. So wherever you do apply it, whenever you do apply it, don't apply one of those with it as well. Like really, this should just kind of be like the bottom line of it. I think another popular thing that really comes up is, do you use it before you moisturize or after you moisturize? Now, studies have actually shown us that it doesn't actually make a difference if you have, I guess, a generally okay skin type. And when I say okay, meaning that it's not sensitive, it doesn't matter. A lot of people are always concerned that if you apply the moisturizer, then the azelaic acid, that it could potentially affect the efficacy, and that just isn't true. The product is able to work as it's intended. However, research does show us that if you do have sensitive skin, it's actually advised to apply the moisturizer on top of it, and this should help mitigate some of the side effects of this product. So again, when I think about side effects, the side effects of azelaic acid are burning, itching, redness, and possible irritation. Just to kind of say, this is not saying it happens to everyone, but there's a possibility it could happen. And this is why it's important to try and preemptively kind of build your skin, and hydrate and protect it where possible while using this product. Again, and this is why I also say, if you have sensitive skin, you really don't want to be using it every single day. So when you think about it, as I've kind of alluded to before, you can get it prescribed, right? But that would need to be by your dermatologist, or your general practitioner. And the prescription concentrations tend to vary between 15 to 20%. But if you're looking at OTC, so over the counter that you can just buy yourself, you're typically looking at between 5 to 10% on the market. There are a few select brands, one of which I will mention later, that do slightly higher in different formulations or like derivatives of azelaic acid. So kind of bear that in mind. One thing I will say that when you look at the market, there's not a lot of options for azelaic acid, and it's really unfortunate. I think the main reason is because as an ingredient, it is extremely hard to, like, I guess, formulate and stabilize, and a lot of brands just don't think that it's worth the investment. But again, as I've said, like, as you can see, it does so much that I feel like it's such a missed opportunity. So when I think about my top three products, I absolutely love them. I've used them and I think that they're great. Again, there are some other products out there that have, azelaic acid that I haven't used, but there are some that I have used and I don't particularly like. So I'm actually just going to talk you through my top three products and how I feel about them. So the first product is from The Ordinary. So this is the Azelaic 10%. So this is essentially like a staple. I feel like everyone knows this product. It's extremely visible. This product retails in the UK for about, just under £6. And if you bought it on Black Friday or any kind of sale, you would probably be able to buy it for maybe even £4. This is a very simple formulation. It's a concentration of 10%, and it kind of feels like a moisturizer. So I'll demonstrate it for you now. It feels like a moisturizer. See, I don't want to use too much because, again, I'm a broke boy and this is more than I wanted to use. It feels like a moisturizer. It's really light on the skin, and it does kind of give the appearance of it moisturizing your skin. So, like, my advice on this for people is that still use a moisturizer afterwards. Like, I know what it feels like, but you still want to put it on. As I said, it's a very simple formulation and it is under £6. So again, I highly recommend. The second product is actually from the Garden of Wisdom. So the Garden of Wisdom, I think they are only found in the UK. I don't know if you can see this because, again, it's so bright. No, I don't think you can. I could shove it all the way in there, but you guys will never be able to see it. I need to get my lighting sorted. Anyway, look, this product is amazing. One thing I will say about Garden of Wisdom is that they look for innovative ways to kind of change some of the products that we know about. So while this is called azelaic acid, and this actually retails in the UK for £12, it's not actually the pure form of azelaic acid. This is essentially a water derivative of azelaic acid, and it is known as potassium azelodeglycinate. And essentially, this is a mixture of all of the benefits of azelaic acid, but with glycerin as well, which provides that extra boost of hydration. So for me, this is such an amazing product. Only retailing at £12. Absolutely love it. It's a very soft serum essence like consistency. As I said, it has that hydration. It's great for, managing excess sebum as well as moisturizing the skin. The one thing, again, I would still apply a moisturizer afterwards, but as you can see, is very much like, a kind of serum essence texture. And it just gives all of that hydration. It feels very silky smooth on the skin. It just kind of glides through. It's like applying like a snail essence or something. It's absolutely amazing. And as I said, it retails at £12. So this is great. It's also a concentration of 12%. And this is what I was talking about a form of azelaic acid that's above 10%, but not quite at that 15%. Interestingly enough, this derivative actually makes it easier to actually tap the full potential of azelaic acid at a smaller um, amount. So meaning that you don't need, it's more effective at lesser concentration percentages. So for example, studies have shown that it at like 8% matches like azelaic acid at like a 12 or 13. So as you can imagine, at 12%, this is extremely high. So a really good product. So again, I would hydrate and use your moisturizers after using it to just make sure you protect your skin and counteract those potential side effects. Second on the list, and I don't have it on me because I've used it twice and I'm not going to buy it again, is the Paula's Choice. I think it's like the 10% azelaic acid booster. Now, for me, this is actually a really good product. My only issue is its price point. So it actually retails at £38. And look, as I've said, I'm all about affordable and broke boy skincare. Like £38 is a lot. I did try it twice and I did feel like there was a lot of considerable changes. But again, when you're comparing it to the two products that I've shown before that are retailing at £5 and £12 that do the same thing, it's a no-brainer. However, this formulation in terms of like texture and consistency is rather similar to the ordinaries. And it is lightweight, has this kind of moisturizer feeling, also the same color, but it also has salicylic acid as well as some plant extracts. So this kind of salicylic acid, of course, means that it penetrates your pores deeper, but the plant extracts also means that it soothes your skin. And I think, with the soothing of the skin is obviously great if you have inflamed skin, but in addition to that, it also helps like preemptively tackle some of the side effects if you are prone to them. So I think it's a great product. Simply because of its salicylic acid, I wouldn't advise using it on a daily basis. And I would just really, hope that people bear that in mind. So those are the three products. And one key thing which I really want to say about azelaic acid is that it does not increase your photosensitivity, which is a really important point. Unlike some other products which do, it doesn't. Still wear your SPF because I'm going to check you guys on that one, but it does not increase your photosensitivity. So those are my top three products. As I said, there are some other products that are out there which, some people may find good. I personally didn't like them, and there's still some that I'm yet to try. But look, those are my top three. If I was to narrow it down to which one I think is the best, it will definitely be the product from the Garden of Wisdom, simply because it has that hydration factor. It sits on the skin quite well. And, it just literally feels like I'm putting on an essence or serum. It just so silky, so smooth. And I think with OTCs, you kind of know that they are going to work far much slower than, a prescribed version, but this one still provides excellent results in a relatively quick time. So look, those are my thoughts on azelaic acid and some of my favorite ingredients. Please do not forget to subscribe, switch on your notifications, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you've used any of these products. What's your experience with azelaic acid? And let's kind of have this conversation rolling. But look, it's Black Friday. I have bought a lot of things. I'm about to go and cry because my account just keeps on alerting me that I'm a broke boy, but I just couldn't stop myself. But yeah, look, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and all the best.